Electoral politics में civics का overview. In chapter first, we have seen that in a democracy it is neither possible nor necessary for people to govern directly. The most common form of democracy in our times is for the people to govern through their representatives. In this chapter, we will look at how these representatives are elected. We begin by understanding why elections are necessary and useful in democracy. We try to understand how electoral competition among practice parties serves the people. We then go on to ask what makes an election democratic. The basic idea here is to distinguish democratic elections from non-democratic elections. The rest of chapter tries to assess elections in India in the light of this yardstick. We takes a look at each stage of election from the drawing of boundaries of different constituencies to the declaration for of result. At each stage, we ask what should happen and what does happen in elections. Toward the end of the chapter, we we turn to an assessment of whether elections in India are free and fair. Here we also examine the role of the elections commission in ensuring free and fair elections. राजनीति अध्याय एक में हमने देखा कि लोकतंत्र के लिए यह ना तो संभव है ना ही जरूरी कि लोग सीधे शासन करें। हमारे समय में लोकतंत्र का सबसे आम स्वरूप लोगों द्वारा अपने प्रतिनिधियों के माध्यम से शासन चलाने का है। इस अध्याय में हम देखेंगे कि किसी लोकतंत्र में